Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of solving scale problems. This is standard 7.5C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 32 of the 2018 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have an architect building a scale model of a sports stadium. We got a scale here, 2 inches represents 30 feet. So the height of the actual stadium is 180, so we need the height of the scale model in inches. And so we should be seeing the fact that we've got 3 different numbers with labels. I've got 2 inches, 180 feet, 30 feet. I've got my feet matching up with my feet, and then my inches match up with what I'm looking for, inches that fourth, so that looks like a proportion to me. So let me just draw a little visual here. Just let's say my sports stadium kind of looks like this. So this might be my scale model, right? So we're using a scale model of 2 inches equals 30 feet. And so that might be the scale model, right? And so this might be the actual sports stadium, might be really, really large like this. And so we know that the height of the sports stadium is going to be 180. And so we're really just looking for this right here, that little height of that scale model, because you can't build it, in full, because that would basically mean you're building another stadium. So how can we use this information here to figure out this missing height right here? Well, we already have a proportion right here. Look at this. 2 inches relates to 30 feet. So we could just take what they gave us there, 2 inches equals 30 feet, and we can just use that to build our proportion. Because we're missing the inches, I'm going to put X right there, of the scale model, but they give us 180 feet in the actual sports stadium. So that's one way to do it. Another way would be just to match up the numbers that we do know, right? So we could do inches to inches. So we can say, well, 2 inches in our ratio there relates to the number of inches in our scale model, and then we've got 30 feet in our ratio there. So you notice we got the 2 inches and 30 feet, kind of that proportion there is just kind of side to side. Now we've got our 180. So we got our feet over feet. So you notice that either way we do it, we're going to have to do this. So we're going to have to do 2 times 180 equals 30x, because look what I have here. 2 times 180 equals 30x. So it doesn't really matter which way you set that up. They're both going to get you that same equation. So first, let's figure out what 2 times 180 is. So we double 180. Double 18, that's going to get you 36. So double 180 is going to get you 36 with an extra 0. So I've got 360 equals 30x. And then we simply just take 30 and divide that into both. That's going to isolate that variable. So let's see, 360 divided by 30. And so 30 goes into 36 once. Nice and even. Look at that. 30 goes into 60 twice. There's nothing left over. It's beautiful when it works out that way. So this height looks like it's going to be 12 inches right here on our scale model, which makes sense. That's a good size. And so our answer here is going to be H, 12 inches. These other ones are, well, this G, I mean, that's just silly. These are way too large. They don't really make sense. F could make sense, but it's a little bit too small, so we'll go with H.